Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is James. Today we're going to watch episode 19 of Frieren and the Journey's Ends. Before we start, I get to write down some of the characters' names because I'm horrible at pronouncing names in the last episode 18. So in Frieren's group we have Frieren, Lavene, and Anne. I think I pronounced those two names correctly, I hope. And in Fern's group, we have Fern, Ubo, whatever her name is, Ubel, and a guy. So that's the only people that I know so far. And also the old guy named Jaden. Hopefully I can remember those people's names. So anyways, let's get into episode 19 of We're Beyond the Journey's Ends. Well, okay, never mind. They're sleeping together.
Lavina's rough around the edges, but she somehow always pulls me along.
Friends and enemies at the same time, both of you.
Going to fight our first dragon. You're shaking, Isaac.
Memories.
Don't tell me you're scared.
I am.
See, in that case, you are?
Deeply.
Everyone is scared of something.
I'm scared too.
Motivational.
My plan was to mimic other adventurers and inspire you with a speech. I'm sorry, it doesn't seem to have worked.
Don't say that. I feel far less nervous.
Be yourself. It's you we've followed him. Every party needs something different. We would choose your voice over a script.
Guess you're right.
Those two
Item
girls.
is wise. Every party really does need something different.
We finally
You
caught
go,
Thank
Fern.
goodness, now we can take a breath.
Good
Why
job.
are you so relaxed?
Even Birdie knows we're only just getting started, right?
We're a target now.
Who is
Our
this
new goal
boy?
is to keep the other parties from taking our Stilla.
Last time to spill blood.
Huh? What did you just say?
Right then, let's review everything we've learned from observing the Stilla.
Well, we confirmed what you already told us. They fly faster than the speed of sound.
Wow. Powerful bird.
No way we could ever dream of chasing one down.
Can I?
Plus, the little things are tough as dragons, so common attack spells have no effect on them at all. Most restraints are
Wow.
We've seen that they're very sensitive to mana. Even when we've suppressed our power to approach them, feel us and fly away.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Problems bigger than any of those is that because the Stilla have practically no mana themselves, we don't have anything to try and detect. All that to say, there's no quick way of knowing where they are or how many there might be.
Yesterday morning we saw 3. There aren't any more than that, we could be in trouble. They're probably just being cautious because so many people are after them. I just hope they're not cautious enough to hide forever.
Even if we defy the odds and find one somehow, we don't have any idea how to catch it.
You can leave that duty to me. After you went to sleep last night, I stayed up and experimented with a spell that might be useful for getting our hands on
Wow.
the Stilla.
Gotcha, so that's where you went. What kind of spell is it?
It was made for capturing birds. A tribe of hunters developed it long ago. Perfect example of a folk spell. In their era, magic and mages were far more common than they are today.
Wait, are we talking about the spell you used to save me?
Yeah.
If it's for capturing birds, why did it work on a monster?
Folk magic is rather loose. As long as your target resembles a bird, the spell should cooperate. If it could restrain that mighty beast, I think it should work fine on the Stilla.
Why didn't you tell us about this before now?
You didn't
If we
ask?
had known, we could have caught the one that we almost had yesterday.
If only it were as simple as that.
It's pretty hard.
The spell's range is roughly 50 centimeters, so we would have needed to be close enough to touch it.
Well, at least we have a clear goal now. How close have we gotten to one so far?
About 3 meters was the closest. The more concerning part is that we haven't been able to get within 20 where they picked up on our mana.
We're just one piece away from solving the puzzle.
That's a disturbingly large piece.
Catching a Stilla with your magic might not be possible, but could either of you devise a way to stop one?
There are a million ways ice magic could slow down a normal foe, but ours is sensitive to mana and resistant to freezing. I fear it would escape before we could attempt to fix it in place.
If we had access to loads and loads of water, I'm confident we could stop that bird dead in its tracks. Thing is, my magic can only control water that's already there. Nifty as it would be, I can't create water out of nothing. My best bet would be to find a lake or stream. Of course, mana
Everyone
struggles to
have
penetrate
different
large
powers.
bodies of water, but I could infuse it with my mana well before we're planning our big move. Then, no matter how much water there is, even if it's scattered like rain, I can manipulate it. Although, I guess instilling the water with mana would definitely make the mana-sensitive Stilla stay away.
Stay away, huh? You're right, they would stay away. I have a plan that just might work.
Okay, they have a plan.
It's not a bad idea, but we would certainly be taking a risk. If we do this, we'll be picking a fight with all the other teams.
Yeah, but I don't think we could catch one otherwise. Lavina, are you scared?
No, I can't. Lavina. Come don't say anything, okay?
Let's do it already.
We're so close.
Okay, his name is
Stay
Len.
hidden until the test is
Fourth
over.
party.
Ooh, that's no fun
Upor.
at all.
Upor?
They just shouldn't tuck themselves away because they're too scared to fight.
Upor.
They also
And
shouldn't
fur.
fight because they're too reckless to wait. Before we do anything, we need water. There was a lake in the middle of the testing area. Regardless of what happens next, I'm glad we caught a Stilla so quickly. If we can remain in the shadows until sunset, pass the first test. What now?
I'm afraid it won't be that easy. I thought this gravel was a road at first, but it's actually a dried-up riverbed. Unfortunately, this isn't the first one we've come across.
Say, Lon, at the very beginning, they mentioned something about a barrier, didn't they?
Yes, they're standard for these sorts of tests. Physical barriers so strong, not a speck of dust could bleed through.
If that's the case, do they block water, too?
Judging by the dryness, I'd guess this barrier was erected over a week ago.
I see. Then most of the water will have collected in the lake in the middle of the basin. We test takers need water to stay active. It's like they're exploiting the fact we're living creatures.
Their observation, but needing water doesn't necessarily mean gathering around the lake.
You're right, because we can carry water with us.
Haha.
But the Stilla, which are also living creatures, cannot.
That's a
Oh.
good point. Surely others have realized this. Safe to assume that they're lying in ambush around the bank as we speak. I've made our decision. We'll give up on finding water.
I haven't had anything to drink in ages. To
Upor.
shrivel up and die.
You can find a small pond, maybe a puddle.
Would that even be sanitary?
If we boil it, perhaps.
Who's this? Uh-oh. I knew it. Who's this? Whose team is this? Dang. Cigar, I think. Harry. And who's the other one?
Aren't you a
Purple.
thorn in my side? I was shooting to kill, lady.
Uh-oh.
Just leave the cage with the Stilla inside.
And what if I tell you no?
Then I guess we don't have any need for words.
Oh. Wow.
That came from the lake.
Wow. 11A. Nice.
What sort of a plan could require that?
A seriously unfunny one.
This mana's from a member of the second party. What could they be thinking?
Wow. Powerful.
Come on, give it all you got! If you can't melt it, we're done for!
Dang it, what should we do?
So many.
I can tell you that much.
Thinking 13th party. Richard.
Showy display of magic, the Stilla won't
Love
come anywhere
and-
near this lake
I don't know
again.
their
At this point,
pronunciations.
we have no choice but to steal.
Oh,
If
great.
the second party was bold enough to pull this stunt, there is no doubt they will soon have one for the taking.
Oh no. So many new enemies. Well, kind of. Be careful, all three of you. Frieren, Kane, and Dolphin. Dang, so many fights.
Hurry up! We're running out of time!
How foolish they are. If the spell the second party used to freeze the lake didn't scare off the Stilla for good, these paltry efforts to melt it will certainly get the job done. It's safe to say the Stilla won't return. Sharp enough to put that together are busy scanning the terrain for other watering holes, but their mana detection is inadequate. They won't be able to handle the airborne threats.
Amateurs. Apparently the second party went crazy and froze the lake. Are they trying to sabotage the exam?
Sabotage it? No, not at all. This is the second party's well-laid plan, and until we can figure out what that plan is, we won't get anywhere.
Oh my goodness, that game. Oh my gosh.
The work of monsters.
Dead. Give me chills. Yeah,
No
real
helping them
blood.
now. Move along.
Come on, sir. We should at least take their bodies down.
You can see the beasts, can't you? They're circling above us right now.
Oh my
Not just one or
goodness.
two of them either. They've laid their magic on those corpses. If we tried to move them, they would know we're here. That's the way of the Geisel. They use the remains of one victim to lure in the next. This party was so naive as to fall for their trap, and look where it got them.
This isn't right. Why hold the test in a place with such awful monsters? It's like the proctors don't care if the participants get killed.
This is obviously your first time taking the exam, Laufin. Their reason is rather simple. Anyone who is killed on a stage like this is unqualified to be first class. The Continental Magic Association is keen to uphold the standards of that title. For many of them, the idea of what a mage should be was cemented long ago by the noble few who took down the Demon King's army.
I have no patience for that outdated school of thought.
That surprises me, Denkin. I thought of all people, you would be the one to take their side.
The quality of a mage is irrelevant. It's more important for first-class mages to be symbols of power than powerful themselves. Strength means nothing if a mage can't act as that symbol. In the real world, casting spells weighs much less than winning hearts. I've seen countless mages far more skilled than myself fall from grace and be persecuted by the same people who once celebrated them. Great power's a thing to be feared, and rule by fear can only last so long. Neither magic nor strength should be put on a pedestal.
I see now. So, someone as weak as you is perfect for the job.
You would be wise to watch your tongue, whelp. I can beat you to a pulp with my hands restrained and eyes closed.
Tana, be careful. What is your plan? Okay, everyone, do something with it.
There's been something eerily similar about every watering hole we've come across. Though it's faint, I can sense there was mana poured into this pond.
I can't pick up on anything. Strange. Can you?
Not even a little. Just what could they be up to?
There's such a small amount of mana here that I highly doubt even the caster could successfully detect it. But the Stilla could sense it without difficulty. They won't be coming near this water again.
The only reason you would want that is... Of course. There must be an untouched watering hole somewhere.
And if we can find that, we will find the second party as well.
But how can we?
I'm going to rest a bit.
Oh my gosh.
The testing area is enormous. It would be impossible to find a mage who truly doesn't want to be found. Just wait. They'll have to show us where they are soon enough.
I think I finally did it! I poured mana into every pond I could find. I guess there could be other ones we don't know about, though.
Limiting the watering holes the Stilla can use should be enough for our plan to work. So all that's left to do now is wait for one to come and get a drink.
I had no idea that mana was something a mage could completely turn off.
No, not completely. Even the slightest movement causes some mana to eke out. Sense it?
Not at all, actually. Kana and I will stand watch. Provided she can handle that.
Oh, sure. If it rained, I could take down just about anybody.
If it rains...
Tana and open a... What's this, a bear? No. What's this? Some kind of an animal? They are not coming... Hold a second. Feathers. The bluebird. No, what's the bird called? Zidella. Right. Okay. Wow.
Well, Frieren, did you catch it? This was well worth picking a fight with the other parties.
Now we're gonna pass the first test with flying colors!
Good job. Uh-oh.
Well, it's about time.
Uh-oh.
One of their members had to use magic. No mage, no matter how skilled they might be, can fully conceal their mana.
Against team.
We need to leave.
Yeah.
Someone's detected us.
Loving. Oh my gosh.
You're
Okay,
so
another
quick.
fight.
So much for getting away from here.
Now, Jubilata.
Cigar. Right. Is that his name? Land. Eerie. Burn.
It's like a cannon.
So many people.
She keeps backing off. Her technique is refined and near seamless, but it's old-fashioned. It feels like I'm fighting my grandfather.
Ordinary offensive and defensive magic? Nothing more than the most basic of spell. Playing things close to the chest, are we?
I was taught from a very young age to only use basic spells during combat.
Its philosophy's coming from your master, then.
Yes, she said the basics are enough to
Right.
defeat mages of this era.
Shit, are you this? Oh wow. Dang, Eerie. Oh my gosh, I need to know your names.
It's so simple, it feels wrong. Like I'm fighting a mage who just learned her first spell.
You're going to struggle if you try to take on verbal with this technique. You would be dead after the first blow.
That doesn't make any sense. Thought you were the strongest one here, or was I wrong?
Purple. Oh, Upo.
Verbal and his men took on the remnants
Both
of
of
the
you.
Demon
Oh
King's
gosh,
army.
your
He's
names.
captain of the Northern Magic Corps. He has far more
I do
experience in battle.
complain about the names a lot.
Utterly devoid of character, designed to win at all costs. I pity the girl who's up against him now. She'll surely be killed.
Oh,
Is that so?
there's so many fights with everyone's teams. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, this episode, so many fights. Let me think about this. So we have Frieren, Lovely, Anne, Land, Fern, Ubo, Jagan, and the others. I don't remember. Oh yeah, Scarf and Eri and the others. Yeah, I need to write those people's names. I am glad that Frieren's team got the bird and Fern's team they got the bird first, and then Frieren's team got a bird also. But anyways, this is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.